So I brought a few sketchbooks to show you with just different art that I've done throughout the years. I think the oldest one might be from 2017, I think. Wow. Maybe a little newer than that. So there's a lot of pencil, there's a lot of ink as well. This one's a moleskin. This is the one actually I used for the demo. It's a little bit different. It's not as thick as kind of your typical moleskin. I do like it because it still holds up, and there's a delicacy to this paper that I really enjoy. Some pieces I drew from life. I think I went to like a thrift store and was just sketching different things. What's interesting is kind of depending on the day, depending on the mood, some things are definitely more saturated, others are more delicate. This is pencil with some ink wash.
Is it watercolor?
No, just ink.
Ink?
Yeah, those ink brush pens. But weirdly enough, some react different with paper, so it has kind of a bluish tint, which I thought was pretty nice. Some pieces are loose, others are more like illustrative, again with ink and brushes. So interesting when I see shapes that I don't necessarily do anymore. It's like at the times I was a little more angular, but now for some reason more into the flowy shapes. And this one will go for now. This is another moleskin. Some from life. This was done in Bulgaria back home, 2018.
Do you draw almost every day on your sketchbook?
Yeah. Sketchbook, iPad, whatever's available. I try to draw as much as I can. This is my son at 9 months. This is, I think, color pencil or watercolor pencil, I think, maybe, with ink and pencil. This is him a little bigger, and all of these additional art is from my daughter, so we collaborated.
Awesome.
So what happens sometimes, happy accidents happen. For example, with pens and ink, they can be very, very saturated. So I was like, I was not expecting it to react this way, and instead of fighting it, I just decided to use this kind of an effect. So I made this almost like jigsaw looking character. And this is with some pencil, I think, either Prisma or watercolor. Those are usually my go-to.
Does your kids enjoy to draw?
They do. They love it, and I love that they do. My daughter's very good at editing as well. She loves video, she loves animation, so I wonder if she's got the same passion like me for film as well as drawing. And then my son is very much into watercolors at the moment, which is adorable because he's 4 years old with brushes and just going crazy. I love it. This is Pentel, but red lead. This one doesn't smudge at all, actually. It's very waxy, so what I do is actually cross hatch. And I love using red, but it is a little more strenuous on my hand. So here I was just playing around with having cross hatching with blending and just seeing that contrast. It's kind of like, okay, it's a nice little effect. Here's something from life. Others are totally made up. I think this was like a Thumbelina. Some ink live drawings. 2021. Just drawing.
Were you attending like bigger drawing sessions?
I think these were, 2021. What was I doing? I'm trying to remember if this was. No, it couldn't have been at Pixar, so I think it must have been at a different class. This was definitely not mechanical pencil. For a reason. I think at the moment just sick of the mechanical pencil. Wanted to get a little more like loose with the pencils and the forms. And I was just literally using that, like the side of just a regular number 2 pencil. And then back to mechanical right after. Some ink study. More pencil. I love pencil. I mean, there's nothing. I'll probably never get sick of it.
Do you purposely not draw on the other side of the page for scanning?
I do that. I just like the idea that I honor the drawing, even if it's loose. It's like it's occupying its own place in the sketchbook. And I've had issues, with like drawing on the back of paper and then it comes through and then it ruins something else that I actually maybe like more. And since then I just made it a habit of not doing that. And here's definitely some life drawing in just hands, just the way we did today.
Those are all Prisma?
All Prisma, and I alternate between more figurative, more concrete stuff, and then stylizing things, and again, more cartoony. This is on 2017 and 18. Yeah, this is one of my oldest sketchbooks that I really like, and also filled out, which is rare. But this one was fun to do. A lot more smudgy and messy, I think, than now. Which also has a charm that sometimes like, oh, I should revisit that. I should kind of take my old advice and do stuff here for some foreshortening, like we demoed today. A little selfie. This one, Hannah. My oldest was 4. Yeah, that was a while back. I think I was using whiteout for a lot of these.
That's really beautiful.
Thank you. There's a lady with vitiligo. I have that. So I was doing a little bit of accepting my own my own self with that one.
Your sketchbook shows slightly different styles.
Yeah, it just happens. I don't think I'm necessarily shooting for anything different every time, but if it happens, I don't fight it. I was a little ruined from spraying it too much. But also I keep everything. I keep mistakes. I keep even ugly drawings that I don't show to people. I had a teacher at school. His name was Michael Mitchell, who said just archive everything. Don't throw it out. It's just information, even for your own self to be like, oh, okay, this is what I used to do. And there's no shame in bad drawings. It's all part of the process to get to where you are. Kind of a horse's mess. think around this time I was like really starting to embrace designing the page and really be very, very mindful of like where things are cut off. Something very cool about that. This drawing I don't like. But it's in here, so I'm honoring it. What's interesting too is like some of these I don't even remember drawing. I mean, clearly I did it, but it's almost like you're in a trance, and then later I'm like, oh yeah, that's a drawing. I don't remember drawing this figure at all. I do remember this one.
Do you ever take a photo of something that you wish to draw and just...
Yeah, I've done that. I catch myself not necessarily revisiting them, but at least even doing the photo is almost like I'm doing a photo memory for myself. And I've had instances where I'll be drawing, let's say, a face, and literally it will be a face of somebody I saw a while back, and I just, I guess, liked the face or just liked something about that features. So it'll come out at random times. This is like, I was sketching for some kind of a story here, but no clue what the story was. I guess some zombies. This is me and Victor actually drew this.
Oh, really?
He did this side, I did this side, yeah.
Nice.
I think we were in Croatia. This feels kind of like what I did today. Has a little bit of that. And Hannah when she was 5. This is pen, pencil, ink, you name it. It's everything. And that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.